Straight up cutting across to the live visuals, in fact, coming in from the national capital, from the Amrit Udyan, renamed from Mughal Gardens earlier. So big move there by the centre to rename Mughal Gardens to Amrit Udyan. This, remember, comes months after Rajpath was named to Kartavya Path. And several such decisions that have been taken by the centre in recent past to get over the colonial past. So a big decision there that was taken by the centre yesterday to rename the Mughal Gardens to Amrit Udyan. This, of course, months after Rajpath was named to Kartavya Path. In fact, even the naval flag with St. George's Cross was renamed to Chhatrapati Shivaji seal on the Navy flag. So several such decisions that have been taken by the centre in recent past to remove the colonial past history, and of course, in the latest move, the decision to rename the Mughal Gardens to Amrit Udyan. So there you have the visuals of President Draupadi Murmu doing a survey of the Amrit Udyan in the national capital. The opposition, remember, meanwhile, has been taking pot shots at the centre over its decision to rename the Mughal Gardens to Amrit Udyan. We'll just play out several such reactions that have been coming in from the opposition leaders to rename the Mughal Gardens to Amrit Udyan. Rashtrapati Bhavan is a home to rich variety of gardens, and President Draupadi Murmu has given a common name to the garden as Amrit Udyan to mark celebrations of 75 years of independence as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So as a nation celebrates 75 years of independence as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the President of the country, Draupadi Murmu, has given the name to the gardens as the Mughal Gardens earlier as Amrit Udyan. The gardens, remember, at Rashtrapati Bhavan also included a Mughal garden, which has now been renamed, of course. It would be open for public starting 31st of January. In fact, a statement that has also come in from Ajay Singh, press secretary to the president, who said that the collective identity of all the gardens at Rashtrapati Bhavan will be Amrit Udyan. We have a senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, also joining us. Abhishek, if you can give us your perspective on this decision by the centre to rename the garden. The opposition, of course, continues with the politics, questioning the move by the centre.
So first up, what has been done, Samiksha, you have to see what has happened today in the context of what has happened over the last few months, in fact, few years. So just about 6 months back, we had Rajpath being renamed as Kartavya Path, and we had before that APJ Abdul Kalam Road coming up in place of Aurangzeb Road, and then we had the Dalhousie Road in Delhi, all in Lutyens, Delhi, renamed as Dara Shikoh Road. So this renaming is essentially, insofar as the BJP, the ruling party, or the party in power is concerned, is seen as a project of rectifying certain aspects of history which were, according to them, had compromised the nationalist thought in public life. So this is in continuum with that. Remember, the Mughal gardens inside the Rashtrapati Bhavan were not made by the Mughals or anyone associated with the Mughal dynasty, and hence are not community specific. It was about the design, and the design was called Mughal garden, style of design. It was never called Mughal garden per se, while subsequently it seems that people started calling it Mughal garden. Essentially, this is possibly the first naming of the garden itself, where now it is going to be called Amrit Udyan in the spirit of the 75th year of independence. So that's really the context. About the opposition charge that this is a targeting of some community. We have seen, for example, Maulana Rashidi saying that this would lead to civil war. I think it's unfortunate. And remember, for example, that within the Rashtrapati Bhavan, same complex, same premises, there was a thinking hut, an addition made by our then President APJ Abdul Kalam, and which was subsequently removed in 2010, which was during the Congress-led UPA government. So it's not that changes do not happen, but insofar as the BJP's larger project of mainstreaming of nationalist thought, that gets reflected not just in this renaming. I mean, even the new projects, for example, getting an Ambedkar memorial in Delhi, Lutyens, Delhi, or for example, getting Sir Subhash Chandra Bose's statue, Netaji's statue, at the place which was called the King George's Canopy, and then the Statue of Unity, and marking the Ekta. There was getting in the Veer Bal. There was to mark the martyrdom of the Sahibzades. So essentially what we are seeing is, Samiksha, this is a jousting happening between a narrative and a counter-narrative. Till 2014, what used to be narrative is now becoming the counter-narrative. But this should not be seen as specific to community, and that's the unfortunate bit by way of reactions coming in from the opposition.
Well, absolutely, Abhishek. Stay with us on that note. Let's listen into the reaction that has come in from Congress leader Rashtrapati.